Public charter schools currently operate in communities across Montana, with physical buildings and active classrooms serving students today. This map shows the scale of the rollout. Between 2024 and 2026, the state approved 19 distinct charter school applications for operation. These schools are opening in larger cities like Billings and Bozeman, as well as smaller towns like Corvallis and Frenchtown. Under state law, these are public schools. They receive state funding, follow state accreditation rules, and are overseen by the Board of Public Education. Because these new options are expanding into diverse regions of the state, Montana parents now face an active choice, whether their traditional neighborhood school or a new charter model is the better fit. The charter system is built on a specific exchange. A school receives more flexibility in its teaching methods and curriculum if it can prove specific student results to the state. Traditional district schools prioritize a different set of values: predictable consistency, a standardized curriculum, and guaranteed access for every student in a specific neighborhood. Charter schools depart from that standard model to create specialized environments designed around specific learning styles or academic themes. This creates the central trade-off of the Montana system. You are choosing between the tailored specialization of a charter and the guaranteed consistency of a traditional district. While the state provides a baseline of oversight, opting into a charter means you accept a greater responsibility for investigating whether that school's specific mission actually matches your child's needs. Montana charters are using their flexibility to offer models like early college prep, multilingual immersion, or project-based Montessori programs. A student in this system can enter a focused environment that caters to a specific interest or learning style, rather than a broad, general curriculum. This matrix tracks those differences. The charter's specialized focus directly contrasts with the standardized approach common in traditional districts. If that model does not align with how a student processes information, the lack of a broad curriculum can cause academic progress to stall. Switching back to a district school mid-year can be difficult, as the specialized charter coursework often does not line up with the state's general requirements. Tailored learning provides a unique opportunity, but it requires parents to be certain they have correctly identified their child's specific academic needs before committing. Beyond the curriculum, there is the daily logistical reality of school access. Montana law allows students to cross district boundaries for charters, but it does not mandate that the charter school provide a bus for those students. In many rural or frontier areas, this lack of guaranteed transportation forces families to manage their own long-distance commutes every morning and afternoon. Our matrix highlights a new contrast. Districts offer guaranteed busing, while charters often require a parent-led commute. Access is also limited by capacity. If a charter reaches its cap, students face a lottery system, unlike the guaranteed seat at a neighborhood school. Without guaranteed busing or a flexible work schedule, the logistical demands of a charter school can become a significant barrier for many families. Instead of following every standard district rule, Montana charters operate under a performance contract that is monitored by the Board of Public Education. This gives a school the agility to change its teaching methods or adjust its staff more quickly than a traditional district might be able to. The matrix shows a final difference. Districts operate under centralized rules, while charters use individual performance contracts. This flexibility means a charter's day-to-day experience can vary significantly, whereas districts aim for a uniform baseline of service. Because the system is still new, Montana officials are still refining the rules regarding how these schools are funded in their first year and how they receive accreditation variances. The independence that allows charters to innovate means parents must take an active role in monitoring the school's safety, special education support, and academic performance. Choosing between these options requires weighing your family's resources against your students' learning requirements. We can map this choice on a chart. One side measures logistical flexibility, and the other measures the need for a specialized environment. A student struggling in a traditional setting, paired with parents who can manage transportation, represents the ideal charter profile. Families requiring the consistency of a standardized special education program and neighborhood busing are better served by the district. Families who want specialization but lack transportation risk high logistical burnout. A charter school is a specific tool. It is effective only if a family has the time and resources to support the school's unique requirements. Enrollment should be based on data and research, not just the appeal of a new school model. Use this checklist. Ask about the specific academic mission, how the school tracks student growth, and what happens if the school reaches its enrollment cap. Verify their capacity to provide special education services and understand the rules of their lottery system before you commit. If a school cannot provide clear, transparent information about its performance or its support systems, it is better to look elsewhere. Montana's educational landscape has expanded. The success of this new system now depends on how carefully families investigate their options and choose the model that fits their specific needs.